Oh my god. I am stupid. I am absolutely stupid. I kept myself on mute and I was blabbering. What I was saying is, it's been a while since I've streamed, and I don't know, man. It's been a while, and I've forgotten everything what I did, what I used to do. But what I will do today is we're going to watch some videos, we're going to play some stupid games, and we're going to talk about politics. That's right. Everyone's favorite, the freaking politics, dude. The world is in a crazy place right now. It's in a crazy place right now. We are just doing this. That's our title of the video as well. What we are doing is we are doing this. What is this? Angry Birds Bounce. So let's play Angry Birds 2. Oh no, we are doing this. We can't play like this. Wow. Okay, wait. There must be an Angry Bird online, right? There must be an Angry Birds online. Wait. No one can see me like this. Let me go to my camera app. Give me a second, boys. Can't hear. You guys still can't hear me. Wait, what the heck? Are you sure you still can't hear me? Or you can't see me? Sorry, that's a very bad joke. Yeah, I think this would be better. This would be better. So, what happened was the whole world is just doing this. Let's see what the world is doing, right? How many people are watching? There's only one Uno viewer. This is what the world is doing. So I just want to show you what is happening in the Pentagon in America, what is happening in, like, I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. Oh my god, this game is. This is exactly what is happening. That is the dollar, petrodollar. Enough of the jokes. What we will do is we will watch some news. What is happening? Wait. What are the top stories today? Guys, what are the top stories? There are three viewers. Hi, everybody. What's going on with your lives, guys? India cuts excise duties on petrol, diesel, and global oil prices surge. So, I don't know if you guys know, but there's a war going on, and it's Israel and US fighting Iran, who has created a chokehold in the Strait of Hormuz, which is a very important passage using which oil and other stuff comes to our country. Since we never bother until things hit our country, finally we can see that this is affecting us, and now people are like, oh, why the war is going on and why is this happening? People usually don't care. But yeah, this is pretty much what is happening. So global oil prices have surged $100 that we know of. As of now, it might go up. No, it's okay now. Best YouTuber is here. Oh my god. Lockdown in India is completely false. So there was a rumor that India might have to go to let me yeah, India might have to go to lockdown, but that's not happening, I guess. What else is happening? Wait, Hormuz route open for India. Okay, what? So we are being allowed to pass, but I don't think that would be much to fruition because they might just things might just turn south. It's a war going on. Nobody is like really bothering and they really cared about doing things right now. Nepal says, oh, by the way, I don't know if you guys know Nepal. We have heard about this country. Oh my god, wait. I just don't want to use Bing. Wait. Why am I shown Bing, man? Do not use Chrome. Okay. I have Chrome. I'm typing Bing in Google. Nepal, yeah. So Nepal is a neighboring country of our nation, India, and um, previous year the whole government was thrown out of their regime because they were corrupted, and it was done by the youth of Nepal. The whole exercise basically is said to be like a Gen Z revolution. And the craziest thing is that they have successfully overthrown the government. But usually, what happens in every country of the world is the government is overthrown. That's the first part of the equation. But the second part of the equation is, who will instate the new government? Who is going to dictate the new laws? Who is going to carry the country forward? And usually in times like this, discrepancies happen. Some countries start to basically get aggressive. Some countries, armies just preoccupy and just completely chokeholds their whole nation. But in Nepal, surprisingly, they had an interim prime minister who was elected by the youth of the nation through Discord, uh, which is crazy. Like, think about it. A whole nation's election is just Discord voting. That's insane. Like that is a crazy thing to do. But I guess during times like that, you have to do certain like calculative shortcuts. But anyways, um, and the best part is who was appointed. Wait, the temporary, the interim PM of Nepal. She was a no, not Balender Shah. Yeah, this lady. Yeah, I think this is the I'm talking about. Yeah, interim Nepal, Shushila Karki. So wait, oh what the heck? I'm not showing you guys the stream. Wait, yeah. So this lady right here, not Modi ji, this lady right here was the interim prime minister of Nepal, and she promised the whole nation that she would do a fair and good election, since she was not properly instated as the government. But to keep the country running, you have to like, dude's a rapper. I'm a yapper, bro, not a rapper. Oh no, yeah. Okay. Oh my god, yes. The person who are you talking about, yes, he's a rapper. But I'm just talking about the transition and how what a brilliant feat that is to be achieved by a nation. Um, like usually every single country we have seen, be it Bangladesh, be it Pakistan, be it Iraq, be it Iran, the person who is the interim prime minister basically uses the power vacuum and manipulates the masses and just controls the whole country forever. But she, being a honorable, I would say, non-corrupted individual, made a fair election, run the country until the election was done, and the new um, prime minister of Nepal is a rapper, according to Rick Sarman. Sound is a bit low. Oh my god, wait. Let me bring my microphone close in that case. Sound is a bit low. Wait. So, PM of Nepal, we will go and see who that is. And that is Balender Shah. He is the new prime minister of Nepal. But the best thing about him is he is not really qualified per se about the job, like he was not in the politics at all, but he was pushed by the masses because he was popularly just what you can say is a unbiased, like non-corrupt individual, and using that image of his, he was like just at the helm of the nation. And now let me show you one of his rap videos. We can see one of his rap videos. We should just see what our neighboring country's prime minister has been up to.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god.
Perna making moves, y'all.
Fuck your swag, I rap like Machiavelli. Got you attacked so bad that boy I can make it. No stash of big cash till I don't fake it. Underweighted but understood by undereducated, yeah. Probably smelling like a chocolate. Riding on the streets, how you do that with your fuck face? All it
Holy moly, man. The F bombs dropped in this video. Imagine Prime Minister Modi coming out on a rap video and dropping F bombs like that. That is insane, man.
souls, I put money on your fuck fist.
What?
Honey on the liquor and your honey, cause I fuck best.
Yeah.
I can carry any attitude, all you got is Mary's in.
My god, that is insane, man. Order for this guy. I mean, it's crazy. What the heck? I mean, sure, he must be a good person. That's why he's like elected, and of course, that's crazy.
Lost in your fairy tale.
The vibe is completely contradictory to when I think of a prime minister, this is not No, both this is banger. I mean, yeah, bro. Our CM has done this already. Really, our CM has done this already. Let's see. I just don't want to get kicked off from this stage, man. I'm like scared of showing anything, man. You know what? We won't. We won't. I am just going to pull myself away from elections are very close. The West Bengal elections are very close. And I don't know who's going to win. I really don't know. I don't want to be political about my state. I want to talk about the rest of the world. I don't want to be political about my country. I want to talk about the rest of the world. Because frankly, I don't feel safe talking about my state. I don't feel safe talking about my nation because I don't know what would backfire from where end. Don't exactly. I am still a student. I haven't got my degree. I don't want issues in my life. I'm not financially stable enough. Jail, puppy white jail, Jeff jail. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean that's crazy. That's crazy what democracy has been in India. Like a student. Like I am a fairly political individual when you talk to me privately, but the fact that I don't even have the guts to talk loud about the issues tells a lot about the state of the democracy of this nation, and I'm concerned about it. I am concerned about it a lot, but I don't know where it's going to head. But we can talk about US Israel Iran war. That's also a fucked up nation. US is doing terrible. Donald Trump is a insane individual. Pakistan is no Qatar. We will beat the hell out of Israel if diplomats are harmed. What the heck is happening? Pakistan just finds a way to push themselves into any war. They just do it out of love, love for the game. I feel like it. What the heck, bro? Pakistan is no Qatar. We will beat the hell out of Israel if diplomats are harmed. Pak think tanks. What do you mean, bro? And it's Why on news, so you know it's not bullshit. After Hormuz, oh, okay. Oh, who cares? Who cares? I don't really feel. You know what? Whom I really like right now? You guys, I don't know if you guys know him. This guy. This guy is a mad lad. Valorant. You people can't find servers because Bahrain servers got destroyed during the war. Now they see Mumbai server. Is it true? Valorant servers down. Is it true? Oh my god. I mean, I am happy. I mean, people should go to Counter Strike right now. I mean, you know, why play Valorant? Why play that shit? I mean, who am I asking? This is Bing. What is my problem? Why can't wait? I would take some action today in front of everybody. I'm just going to Bing and making my like search engine default to Google. This is outrageous. This is obnoxious. Bing, Google. Thank God. We will go to Valorant server. News. The Cloudflare outage hits internet worldwide. Valorant timeout. I don't see it. Oh! Middle East Valorant servers and Fortnite servers are down following missile strikes. Yes, it is real. Oh my god. Wait. Talk esports. I don't know the credibility of this thing, but I will take this as a yes because, oh my. Bahrain and Dubai servers down due to. I'm happy for people, man. I am happy for every single individual out there that they are getting to touch grass. This is a bad game. People like why play Valorant? There is Counter Strike out there. You should play that. Vas, Vas. I will open a case. Wait, you know what? I should open a case. I should just open a case. You know what? Okay, shit. I will open a case midstream. Guys, bring your friends. Bring everybody. I want to open a case right now. And before that, I'll put the game on run and I'll go to pee real quick because I haven't done this in a while. I was not prepared. And I feel an urge to pee, man. Is it too much to ask? Can your streamer not pee, man? What the heck? Wait. Okay, guys. Miners Majory, Hasta, Legadarsi. Oh my god. Retakes are Yo Man Sub. No, we will open a case. Before that, I just want to go and see. Best case to. Oh, you know what? No. Why would we Google or Bing? We are in the ages of AI, man. Best case to open in CS2 for good return. You know what? I don't want to. I don't want to risk myself. Operation Broken Fang case. Uh, okay. Dreams and Nightmare Revolution. You know what? We will just go. I'll open a case. I'll open a case. Guys, I'll open a case, okay? Bhai, song ka look or strike? Nah, Counter Strike songs are free. You can play them. What? This is what? Cases, where is cases? Collections, tickets, gloves, keys, gifts, tags, tools, agents, stamps. Where is cases? Yep.
Out of the hats and can make
Okay,
it more
kilowatt
competitive
case. What
for
do we have in
free.
kilowatt?
And Sergey's flank is fantastic. Look at
Okay,
that headshot.
let's
Tries
buy-
to run forward and X7 will punish him. Alexei doesn't even allow him.
I
And
do
they're
have
all
it.
ready to rock and roll.
You? We will open this. We will open this. Oh, I had a case! Ah! Why did I buy it? Guys. Gold. It's not gonna. It's gonna be something stupid. It's gonna be.
Miners Majori haastaa legendaarisi. Nyt isos liigas niinku Roosberg, suomalaistrap. Kaliberis 2 lasi maito ja 1 lasi piimää. Ei se kylvää ja ei se siittää. Natu paljusta kansi avataan. Pojat on tulos, torilla tavataan.
I don't feel like streaming anymore, brother. I don't feel like streaming. It's a sad day. You guys should play Valorant, man. You guys should play Valorant. 30 rupees and 270. That was a lot of money. Shit. Valorant servers are down at least. What a sad day to be, man. What a horrible day to be at. It's okay. It's not okay, bro. It's not okay. Android Beta has now app bubbles. The bubbles are lived in third party. Oh, okay. Is it Verge? Wait, what's happening to rank the 50 best Apple products? I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you guys. Yeah. What is the horrible piece of shit? Okay. Is this the MacBook Air? MacBook Air is, I think it's S tier. It's good for money. It's great for, like, I don't know, stupid things, flexing. MacBook Pro. For me, it's not really. Like, even this. This is going here. This is an S tier product. This is also an S tier product. This is F. This is F. Low display S tier. It's an A tier product. Wow. The stand? Really? A stand? Stupid stand, FTR product, the iPads, the Pro ones are not really worth the money. Same goes for the basic one. Same goes for the mini. Mini is okay. Mini should be in seating. This will be again the base iPad Air is a good one. I don't care about the pencils. I think this is the Pro one, right? The Pro one is good. I would say this is here. Magic key. Oh, this is so stupid. I don't want to do this. What the heck? This is so stupid. John Kiriakou. Yeah, I should watch some reels. What? I don't want to. Why Facebook, bro? I guess I should watch this. Why? Seriously, I can't just watch a reel without logging in. I don't want to watch that. One wasn't built in a day. Neither was I don't know. I was thinking of a comeback. What should we watch though? What should we watch? Oh yeah, we should watch Sora shutting down. So as you know, as you might know, OpenAI Sora was a AI video generation model, and it used to create slops like really great slops like Meowl videos. Let's be real, Meowl videos are good. These were the things that were mostly found in Sora. AI generated videos and Meowl original. Yeah, you should see this. I think Meowl original should be the one. No, these are, yeah, see?
Watch these funny meow
These
videos.
are the things
last
that were
one will make you
created
laugh.
in Sora. And I won't say these are like
So I came to this strange world, hoping I could learn a bit about to. I'm a new soul. I came to this strange world, hoping I could learn a bit
but unfortunately, they
Watch
are
these
shutting
funny
down. They are shutting down. Sora is being shut down because it's not really profitable for OpenAI to function in a way that it really. I mean, AI is expensive already, and OpenAI is the only single company in the whole AI bubble who really does not have a you know other sources of money. So we know Google, who exists already. They have the search engine and YouTube business. They have a lot of money lying around in their pockets to burn through this time. Same goes for Microsoft, Amazon, Meta. And even Elon Musk has God knows how much money at this point to like afford XAI and Grok to just keep them afloated. And he's also doing a pump and dump scheme with like merging every single one of his companies to create a bigger one. So like I think XAI was recently, wait, I'm just sure. I think XAI was recently acquired by Twitter. XAI Twitter by a news. Yeah, I think yeah, Musk, SpaceX and XAI merges, and also like a lot of companies are getting merged, and for no reason, just to bail his money out to just create more profit for himself and keep the bubble afloat. But anyways, what I was talking is OpenAI. OpenAI is in a really weird position because they do not have any other revenue model other than AI. And if we go to their paid acquisitions of customers, OpenAI paid revenue. OpenAI has just turned $25 billion. Now, $25 billion sounds actually a lot of money. $25 billion is actually an incredible amount of money. But for a company who is at the scale of OpenAI, who is just buying out a ton of companies for their like Oracle has spent 100 billion on them, Nvidia has spent 100 billion of them. They are basically in a $1.5 trillion bubble which they can see are not getting paid off, and they are trying every single way to monetize their platforms. So the company who was hell-bent on protecting their users, not showing ads, not really creating AI generated shit, they are suddenly getting pivoted to exactly those same things. Like currently, even Perplexity. Okay, this is another news, man. I'm just going to news after news after news. Perplexity here declined the United States gov to create surveillance systems to monitor every single individual. Um, in the yes, OpenAI US government strikes a deal. So basically, what the deal was, not Palantir, my bad. Perplexity was asked by the American government to create a software, create an AI model that allows them to create a mass surveillance and automate their um, drones, which are used in the warfare, automate the weapons. And they simply declined it because this was against the moral convicted laws that they stand by, hopefully. Or is it might just be another AI campaign by one of the tech companies, but I will choose to believe that there is some good hope out there. Whereas OpenAI just grabbed the opportunity and just agreed to all the terms and conditions, are willing to create the same tech which they promised initially not to. OpenAI, not to mention, is a non-profit company. It's a non-profit company just at the name, but they are willing to churn up as much profit as they can, but they are failing to do so because creating new models is very expensive, especially when the open source models of DeepSeek and Quen and Meta's what is that called, Llama, are really catching up really quickly. So they are only having 2 to 3 months of buffer. They are not really getting the return on their investment properly, and that's why they are trying different things. They're in a desperate mode. They are not just trying to keep this AI bubble afloat and trying hitting different targets to different opportunities. So they try to make Sora, they try to make ChatGPT Codex. They are trying different opportunities. They are scaling up their business, hoping that something hits the wall and makes another business for them. But Sora was a flop, and they are shutting it down because it is too expensive to create videos like out of nowhere. It is really expensive, and we are going to see a video, man. Okay, this is a 2-minute video, but I talked about 10 minutes about it. Damn, that's crazy.
Sora, the OpenAI video app that was supposed to revolutionize the world, is shutting down after less than a year of operation. When it first debuted, people were wowed from the distinct step up from the Will Smith eating spaghetti quality they'd seen beforehand. Then when it solidified as an app last year, it quickly became the most downloaded on the store. However, enough AI video technology has been developed to eclipse it in terms of popularity, so right now it's become something of a flop. This is also after a deal with Disney was set in stone to bring 200 plus characters to Sora and ChatGPT, allow certain Sora clips to be streamed on Disney Plus, and for Disney to invest $1 billion in OpenAI over 3 years. This deal enhanced anxieties about the future of TV and cinema, as it seemed like it was proof that media corporations like Disney were keen to implement AI-generated video in their portfolio. However, the fact that Sora is being shut down feeds into a bigger story here, which is whether or not artificial intelligence tech is in a bubble that may or may not pop. Despite hundreds of billions of dollars being invested in AI technology, critics speculate that the tech companies invest in other tech companies, which use that money to invest in other tech companies, and so the circle goes on despite the business model not exactly being profitable.
That's what I was talking about. That the all these AI innovations that are happening out there, as much as they are world changing, as much they are like really replacing humans per se in many job aspects. Wait, let me just put my AC vents down. I'm getting really warm here. I'm sweating, dude. I'm sweating. I missed my mark. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's perfect. Anyways, wait, what was I talking about? Wait, I forgot now. It was interesting. What the heck? I forgot it. My stupid brain. I forgot. So many things have happened, man. I'm just looking at the recommendations here. There's Paramount is buying Warner Brothers. Difficult thing to swallow, and I can talk about 10 minutes on why that is bad. Why that is horrible for Warner Brothers and Paramount and Hollywood in general. Man, there are so many things to talk about. Also, I was talking about how cheap it was getting to make AI. And as much they were life changing, I caught back it. Yes, I caught it back. So, as much as it is life changing, the profits that these companies are hoping that would get was not really there, even though their valuations are extremely high. But as we know, that valuations are really not something that is tangible. It inflates, it deflates. If the market crashes tomorrow because of the war, of course, that American regime has created, they are just hitting themselves on the. They have guns, of course. They love guns, and now they are shooting themselves at their foot with those guns. It's pretty crazy.
As a result, some
What the heck? I'm just getting invite best crate pull ever. Wow. That was horrible.
speculate that the fall of Sora is the first bit of proof that this business model isn't holding up under pressure. The fact that Sora fell in popularity in the App Store after less than a year, and OpenAI's knee-jerk reaction was to simply delete it, means that they have zero confidence in their own tech. That, or they're simply spending way too much money and the writing is on the wall. This is why this moment is so significant in digital spaces. With hype behind moments like Fruit Love Island, the effects of AI have been felt all across the internet, as well as offline, for quite some time. As a result, it should be interesting to see if this cuts the confidence AI companies have instilled in themselves, and whether or not the market will start cooling. In short, the shutting down of OpenAI's video generating platform Sora after less than a year of operation signals the potential for an AI bubble that may or may not pop. See you next time.
Yeah, that's the thing. It may or may not pop. The unfortunate truth is that it's just out there. It's just still relevant somehow, even though so many odds are there. Makes me really speculative about even if this will be like a bubble that will pop, or maybe it just deflates organically for a smoother transition to something different. I have no idea. Why fun tech jobs went extinct? We can watch that. There's so many reels. It's so annoying that I get just songs and reels getting. Oh my god, what is this now? Even YouTube is turning into a slop, man. Let's play one of the games. Let's play My Minimart. You know what? We will play My Minimart today. YouTube is turning into a slop app, man. There are so many things. I just want to watch some videos, man. That's the entire application. What the heck? Ooh. Nice audio. Amazing. I need $3. I need... Okay, I have that money, right? What the heck? The controls are off. Okay. 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 We will sell them. Cash register. We'll stand here. We'll pack. Oh my god, such a big box for like. Horrific. What the heck? I got it. I got it. I got the flow. I'm understanding the game now. I understand what was promised. Ooh, so much money. Yummy. These are shit games, bro. Although it keeps me engaged. I'll plant another. Whoop. See? Ah, missed it. Mr. Mosquito, bro. It's stupid. Let's not play this game. This is horrible.
For much of my young Caucasian life, Silicon Valley has been a whimsical candy land of office ping pong, fuchsia nap pods, and
What's with the weird 15 FPS video, man? Let's put it in 720.
surprisingly boring threesome.
No? My computer, man, it just can't handle this much stress. It's going old.
With the Winklevoss twins behind the kombucha tap. But lately, the big swinging pendulum of tech culture has swung noticeably back in a significantly more hardo direction. I should know, because they post about it all the time.
Been going harder than ever, I don't have time to sit and relax.
In San Francisco, you're very high status if you work very hard.
The number one tip that has made Monday the most productive day of the week for me was to start the week on Sunday.
My day usually kicks off around 4:30 in the morning.
I literally just pulled a couple of 12-hour stays.
All the companies I was interviewing with were like, we work 7 days a week in office, or like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
SF tech workers are working Saturdays.
In a typical week, I work pretty much every waking hour.
92 hours per week.
I'm either
Give me a sec. Oh my God.
around the people that I work with.
Well, some of us have the balls to sleep with the people we work with, but I digress. So what happened? What compelled this new generation of babyface nerds to suddenly start grinding their dicks off? It's time to take a look-see. If you're looking for a job at a high-flying tech startup today, it won't be uncommon to find descriptions demanding you work 12-plus hour days, 6 or 7 days a week. This is a noticeable shift.
Yeah, good luck with me, I guess.
From the tech culture of the open office scene. A 10-year period during the Obama years when Silicon Valley-type companies were dominated by the stupidest office amenities that could be conjured by the great millennial brain.
Facebook has the classic Silicon Valley office style. There are games to give your brain a rest from programming, or you can ripstick and work on a knotty coding problem at the same time.
We have open climbing time that's free for employees or interns.
The rooms Google has created include ski gondolas in the Zurich office, a pub-like meeting room in Dublin, and a sidewalk cafe in Istanbul.
No workplace is complete without a nap pod.
This is a conference room in here.
It's the idea behind this is the employees should own their individual space and be as creative as possible, and we shouldn't get in the way.
Ah, yes, what a dream it must have been to get laid off by some crisscross applesauce 20-something inside of the Android mascot play place.
A big turning point was the day that Elon Musk took over Twitter, now known as X, and declared this was going to be a hardcore work environment, and anyone who didn't want to sleep under their desk could just quit now.
Margaret O'Mara is a professor and historian of Silicon Valley, and the man that she is referring to is Elon Reeve Musk, a South African internet personality born in 1971.
That kind of gave permission for other companies to swing away from a kind of kinder, gentler capitalism, let's call it, and say, yeah, if we're gonna really be, really compete, let's get down to basics. Let's work on developing and shipping product, and that's gonna require a lot of hard work.
Indeed, when it comes to what some young startup employees have called the Great Lock-In, Elon may actually have just been the last straw to, how you say, gag the camel. But it's not just Musk that's got these keyboard warriors sweating it out.
There's another dynamic going on in San Francisco too called escaping the permanent underclass. And it's this idea that the gains of the AI boom are going to go to a top few and everybody else is going to live in virtual serfdom.
Raya Jetta is a reporter for the San Francisco Standard covering tech culture in Silicon Valley who introduced me to some very chill-sounding ideas.
Some tech founders I meet are kind of like, I need to work really hard right now so I can escape the permanent underclass, and they truly believe that that's the direction the world is going in.
Now, I don't know if any of you folks have heard of something called AI, but it's a technological development that is causing the great people of San Francisco to go bat fucking insane. There's a belief spreading across certain sects of the valley that once AI gets smart enough, it will divide the world into two groups: a permanent underclass of unemployed people who have had their jobs taken over by artificial intelligence, and a small group of super rich people who built the one super AI to rule them all for the rest of time. And while all this sounds like a shitty YA novel set to turn into an even shittier movie, there are admittedly some objective reasons an anxious young software engineer might come to this conclusion. Like how right now the big tech kahunas keep firing people and blaming the layoffs on advances in artificial intelligence, while dozens of AI startups are turning their founders into billionaires.
You're constantly being fed the narrative by these big companies like Microsoft saying we're replacing a bunch of our early to mid-level engineers with AI, right?
Maceo Quick. Well, he's a software engineer and startup founder in New York City who started his career working long hours at a tech startup.
You're thinking, I am 21, I just graduated college, I don't have a ton of work experience. If AI does replace a bunch of software engineers, I'm definitely not high on the totem pole. like I'm probably going to be one of the people who's struggling to find a job. And when you have that kind of anxiety in the back of your mind, it's pretty easy to put off like, oh, I'll live life later. Maybe, you know, especially at startups, the whole mindset is if this makes it big, I'm going to become a multimillionaire, right? Even when I was applying for that job.
Wait, after Fade, I have a question. I'm looking for a used GPU. What should I need to go for? 2070 Super 8 GB or 3060 12 GB? My main purpose is gaming, but I'm thinking of starting kind of. Oh my god, 3D rendering stuff? Brother, you have to get the 12 GB of RAM, VRAM. And of course, like 2070 would be a better, power. Raw power would be better in 2070. But 3060 with the 12 gigs of RAM, and it, not to mention that it has a better RTX engine inside it than the 2070, that will give you the push, man. I think that you should go for that. Or you should also try like AMD. They have really great bang for the buck GPUs. They might not be famous for that, but they are actually. You might just give them a shot. Just don't stick to Nvidia, like even for a model perspective. But I also use Nvidia. At the end of the day, all the laptops really push Nvidia really harder. But if you're really building your own build, if I were in your place, I would have gotten AMD, because they have also good VRAM and good processors now lately, like graphic processors. Have you watched Project Hail Mary? Oh my god. Let me tell you a story then. Let me tell you a story what I did today. So, it was the afternoon, and my friends decided to call me, and they asked me, would you go to watch Project Hail Mary? And I was like, yeah, I will go to watch Project Hail Mary. I mean, Ryan Gosling, it's a space movie. Sign me up, bro. I was so pumped to watch it. But what happened was, we booked the tickets. Yeah, I'm going tomorrow, but not. Turns out I forgot that I had a mock test for my TOEFL exam tomorrow. And I'm just like, I paid the money and I'm like, what the heck? What should I do now? But anyway, I'm not going. All of my friends are going and I'm just staying here. So I guess good luck. I will watch it eventually. Oh yeah, after exam masti. Man, the after exams, I have exams just in a month. Of course, I don't have masti. What about the rank push? I'm gonna play CS later, bro. RX, yeah, RX, yes, exactly. Let me show you. 3060 12 gigs equivalent RX GPUs. Just just go for the reviews also. You should watch the reviews for these graphics cards actually. That would really help you. What? Wait. Oh wait. This is 8 gigs. These are 8 gigs. What? But these are like, why is it 44,000 and 54,000, but it is also 29,000? That's weird, man. Graphics card pricings are very weird. I really don't know how to exactly. This is. Yeah, you ain't getting AMD, man. Not in India. It's so difficult. You ain't getting AMD in India. The fact that this whole AI thing, oh, what the heck? I'm not streaming. What the heck? I was not streaming my screen. So the thing is, I was looking for the AMD equivalent of RTX 3060 12 gigs, but the pricings are really way varied. Like it is 30,000, there's 50,000, there's 40,000. I really do not know. Someone's calling me. Yeah. Anyways, I really do not know how exactly the graphics card market is right now, because of the AI shit that's going on, the RAM prices, the memory prices, the graphics card prices, everything is skyrocketing because all of them are being shoved into AI. So all the best, I guess. Ideally these would have been bang for the buck, but I don't think these are like even value for money at this point. RTX 3060, wait. Oh my god, RTX 3060, 12 gigs. Yeah, go for this, man. Go for this. Oh my god, 1,20,000 for this? Knowing that there is a 40 series out there and a 50 series out there, and it is just like, what is this pricing, bro? See, JioMart. JioMart is cheaper. Buy it from JioMart, brother. Buy it from stupid JioMart. At least, I don't want to. You have to enter your PIN code. Okay, you know what? I'll just put a random Mumbai PIN code. Yeah, done and dusted. Yeah, not available. Okay, fine. It might be available in your place. This is, the pricing is fine, I guess. 35,000 for this. I think it's good enough. Okay, damn. Didn't know it was actually devalue my base of what? Trump signs to appear on US currency. What? There will be a Trump face in the US currency? Oh my god. That is fucked up.
And I was looking at interviewing with other startups. It was more common than not to be 996. So it would be.
And let me guess, that will be also created by AI. Oh my god, this is a real news. This is tragedy. Imagine this. Imagine going, oh my god, imagine this mugshot, bro. That is crazy. This would slap. I would go for the mugshot. This would slap, bro. Oh my god. Coming out of the... Is America is also going through the same demonetization? They would just call out and say Abraham Lincoln pictures. Devya Sajjano. The Abraham Lincoln based I want $1 right now. All the notes are like not legal tenders, and you have to buy these new ones. You have to go to the... Oh my god, this is going to remove corruption from this nation, man. All hell. The US is so great, man. I love US now. US is better than ever. They are doing stronger than ever. Oh my god.
More uncommon for them to be like, yes, we have great work-life balance.
And for those who are unaware, 996 is what?
9 a.m. to 9 p.m., 6 days a week.
Ooh. For working?
For working.
Just straight working?
Yes.
The so-called 996 work schedule was popularized by big Chinese tech firms like Alibaba and ByteDance. Then American companies imported it from China, even though it sucks. And since then, it's become one of those half meme, half reality things.
So optimistic news when I'm growing up, you know? It just makes me more hopeful about my future. It makes me more like, you know, I'm happy for my future. I'm excited what things are there. See? Like growth, prosperity. Wow. These are amazing news. Like a healthy work-life balance. Amazing. Like a way to grind the...
Where people post a ton just to show off how hard they grind. How much of this is like people being performative online, and how much of it is people actually prescribing to a true, proper Chinese 996 schedule?
It's funny, yeah, we've got Chinese peptides, Chinese work culture, what's actually really happening here. But basically, I would say a large part of it is performative. And so, you know, and we can sort of get up in arms about like, oh, like they're performative, they're pretending, those sorts of things.
Jaden Clark is a podcast host and Silicon Valley commentator known as Creatine Cycle on Twitter, where he's exposed to thousands of tech bros bragging about their workload.
There actually is a little bit of utility to it when you kind of dig a little bit. You might be performing for VCs, for example, so venture capitalists, right? If you can sort of display your grind set, a lot of decision makers, a lot of VCs, a lot of LPs tend to spend a lot of time on LinkedIn, a lot of VCs tend to spend a lot of time on X.com.
X.com? It's Twitter! It was a platform to rant and shit about people and watch memes and news. Since when did it become the hub for startup and AI culture? Of course, when the stupid guy sweeps in and buys the company and creates X.com, and
So it really is just like a surface area thing. And I would say,
my head hurts. The more I watch these videos, my head hurts.
get in front of these VCs, half of the battle is just getting the meeting when it comes to raising venture capital. And so if that converts to a meeting, great. You know, that I would say job done. Do you risk coming across as cringe? Yes. Are VCs cringe a lot of the time? Also, yes.
Folks, you ever wonder if there's more out there?
What?
If there's more to this life than just work and friends and the touch of a loved one and nature and happiness, well, I'm here to tell you that there is. You also want $100 million bestowed
Chicken nuggets
upon you by the pantheon of Silicon Valley gods known as venture capital.
You know what else is massive?
And that's one of the reasons LinkedIn and X are flooded with companies, founders, and engineers trying to publicize that they'll do nothing except drink Celsius and vibe code until they've excreted the next software unicorn. And while this might seem pretty hardcore to those who grew up around Google Cuddle Puddles, it actually harkens back to the founding era of Silicon Valley.
One historical parallel comes with the semiconductor industry in the 60s and 70s, the kind of the original industry that put the silicon into Silicon Valley. These companies like Intel, Fairchild Semiconductor, AMD, some ones that are still making chips today. Those were notoriously hardworking places. It was noticed whose car was the first in the parking lot in the day and the last one to leave at night. The people who ran those companies, many of them went on to found some of the marquee venture capital firms in Silicon Valley. And VCs are really set the tone for the culture. And, when they are investing in new founders, the next generation, picking the winners, they're not only giving them money, they're giving them mentorship. And they're like, hey, here's how you run a company. This is the sort of work culture you want to drive towards. So that chip-making DNA, kind of imagine Army Barracks meets Mad Men. And that's kind of what the vibe was back then.
Army Barracks meets Mad Men? That's the phrase that is going to use?
And it was pretty hardcore.
I often do imagine that kind of scenario. I keep that in my front of mind all the time. Indeed, the culture of today's Silicon Valley represents less the kumbaya work-life balancing act of 10 years ago, and more its hard-nosed roots fertilized with techno-punk testosterone fluid. It's a new dawn. Primary colors have been replaced by blacks and grays. CEOs say the R word, and they're obsessed with bodybuilding and jiu-jitsu and huffing raw meat.
I think the big shift that has happened now is that tech has taken on some darker undertones. It's now a power play in the White House. It's determining geopolitics. Tech bros are very self-serious. They see themselves as statesmen, and they want to work not on software but on hardware and on technology that is going to change war. I had a quote in a story I wrote about.
This is not the technology when I was growing up initially. The primary objective that I like technology at the first place, that it enables people. It creates convenience in masses. It creates opportunities. It creates a fair playing field for every single one in the world. It really helps us remove poverty. It helps us remove the issues we have in our lives. Maybe a machine that doesn't require people going deep inside the mines and dying, suffocating to just extract coal. Maybe a technology that helps us not require coal at the first place, making the world a healthier place to live in, creating more job opportunities. This was a technological innovation that came to my mind when I was starting to work. But this is tonally dark, brother. This is something else. This is not what you envision working for, like surveillance, control, authority, power, fascism. This shit is bad. Oh my god.
About how the young AI kids don't want to go to Burning Man anymore, when that used to be the rite of passage that every young founder wants to go to. And I'm going to read this out verbatim because it's so good. He said, "The current culture is no drinking, no drugs."
My ethics watching me applying for that Palantir internship. I mean, there is no other choice. Either you work for Wipro and Infosys and get less than minimum wage possible, starving out of death, or you get that sweet Palantir internship on the other hand, the red pill, to see how deep the rabbit hole goes, getting like sweet 6-figure salary as an internship. Yeah, man. My models will fumble if I'm a bumbling, starting young person in the world trying to make bread and butter and just starting off at the wrong foot. Of course, that is quite natural for masses. This has happened historically during. Wait, let me just put it in full screen. Wait. This has happened historically before wars. Just before wars, a lot of jobs were shut down because there were trade sanctions among the countries. There were like limitations that who gets what position. Oh, there were, of course, monopolies trying to extract people from money from the masses. And during those tough times, just army just the every military. Let's go for US military during the Vietnam War. Let's go for the UK military during the World War, Germany, any kind of big regime which has been toppled. And America is also a very big regime. I feel like who is going to be not so ferocious after post this era. Wait, what the heck? I feel like those things are again reflecting. The army used to just give a healthy amount of money to the young people, and they put them into the battlefields. They did not care about the people at all. Some people came home. Those who came, they were traumatized. They suffered from difficult mental issues that are not acknowledged in the masses. Those are stereotyped. It's a hard life to live by. And people who are exploited are the poor, desperate, the people who won't be able to sustain during these tough times. Those people are used to fight the wars that the rich always have fought, man. What the heck? What the heck? What is this dark Brandon level of stream, man? It used to be a funny stream. We used to play games.
996, lift heavy, run far, marry Oli, track sleep, eat steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs sounds nice. Sign me up.
I have a tramp stamp that also says that. So here's the situation, folks. The era of plush-walled open office spaces you can build a pillow fort in is over. If you have one in your office, light it on fire and replace it with the shrine to White Monster. Because if you want big money in Silicon Valley, you're gonna have to be a serious company built by serious people who also love shitposting.
Violence.ai team. Wait.
Silicon Valley, you're gonna have to be a serious company.
Wait, I want to see. Thank God. Thank God. The world is still. There is no violence.
Company built by serious people who also love shitposting on the worst social media site in existence. Fortunately, there's a whole new generation of freshly dropped out engineers who are willing to do whatever it takes to earn cash from the powers that be, because they think that if they're not part of building the super AI of the future, they're condemning themselves and their descendants to live in perpetual servitude. I should know.
This video is going to slap so ironic when I'm going to go for an AI masters. And like the professors over there will just slap this to me. What is this? Explain yourself. You have shitted on Palantir? You're not getting a job, brother.
I got 4 of them.
Buy that domain. You know what? Oh my God. Violence.ai is already taken. Damn. And these are expensive. Oh my God. Violence.ai is taken. You make crazy money by that domain. Yes, bro. It's crazy to do a domain pump and dump after the post, what is that called? .com bubble.
I'm living in my basement right now, suckling on protein mush.
Funny thing. Another one of those recent bubble things. Somebody bought the domain of Geo Hotstar before Geo had the opportunity to buy it, you know. So if you go to Geo, oh, they bought it. They bought it. Why are they not using Geo.Hotstar? Why are they redirecting me to Hotstar.com then? What is There is no sign of the Hotstar name that has been dead for years now. You have done. Just let it be. Just let it be.
Like hamsters and vibe coding the God AI until we're all billionaires. Investors, my line is open, and for good work.
Reliance's tech division is something different, man. I just want to talk. Like, India's biggest company's tech division is one of the craziest thing. Like, I get amazed how weird Jio Hotstar works in easy tasks, a menial task of redirecting a domain and changing it, and put them on like stupid Netflix. Netflix bugs out on live streams. I remember watching the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson video. That was laggy, bro. And they had what, like 2 million viewers? Jio Hotstar puts 50 million people, 50, like half of the world is watching, and they just stream it flawlessly. Of course, there are frame drops. Of course, there are like, but I can still see the video. They can do improvement. I'm not saying that like completely a saint, but it's still better than, it's like as good as, not as good as YouTube, but close enough. And on the other hand, they do stupid things like Jio, like Reliance is so weird, bro. They do so difficult feats of work, and they would not do the easiest thing ever.
I'm Dan Toomey.
Oh, nice, bro. This is New York. This is Mamdani's New York. Oh my god, potholes. Zoran, do something, brother.
And now a moment to honor
What?
the 2010 office amenities we've
my God.
lost.
We're not watching that now. Are we? Ah, man, one watching. That is crazy. You know what? We should watch this. Superman.
So, you have a new Superman movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. Oh boy, this is gonna be so dark and depressing. Actually, I was thinking the exact opposite. Oh, so you mean we're gonna include some jokes like, he's right behind me, isn't he? And, well, that just happened. Well, you know, hopefully a step up from that. Impossible. Those are the funniest jokes in the world. That's why Marvel uses them so much. I'm just thinking we make this a little more lighthearted and infuse some jokes here and there. Here and there? What does that mean? Everywhere. Oh my god. Let no scene go unjoked. Okay? So anyway, in this movie, Superman's gonna lose a fight for the first time ever. Oh boy, I can't wait to watch what that's gonna be like with my eyes and see it. Oh no, the movie starts immediately after that happens. Oh, but don't worry, sir. Superman's constantly gonna get his butt kicked in this movie. What? Just man-handled and woman-handled over and over again. Alright. So anyway, with the help of Crypto the dog, he gets back to the Fortress of Solitude and gets patched up by robots and sunshine. Well, great! So then he goes back to the fight and gets beat up again by this dude. Who is this guy that keeps beating up Superman? Well, he's the Hammer of Boravia. Oh. Except he's not. Oh, he's not. He's actually a masked metahuman named Ultraman. Oh, he is. Kind of not. What are you who is this guy? Well, see, under the mask, he's actually a clone of Superman being controlled by Lex Luthor. Is he? Yes, I'm done with the identity twists. Or am I? Yes, I am. Okay, cool. And how does Lex control this guy? Well, he shouts commands at his henchmen, and those commands are various fight moves, so he's able to beat Superman that way. Isn't Superman, like, incredibly fast? Well, yeah, but his speed is no match for the speed of a guy yelling orders at another guy who then enters the orders into a computer, and then a clone does those moves. Yeah, I guess that doesn't leave a lot of reaction time. So anyway, also Clark and Lois are dating, and she knows he's Superman. Oh, interesting dynamic. And he agrees to be interviewed by her as Superman, but they get into a little argument. How come? Because maybe he did a little war crime, maybe not. Been there. He may have slightly tortured a world leader. Torture-related relationship troubles are tight. Yeah, see, he stopped this powerful fictional nation from attacking a less powerful fictional nation. Fiction is wild. What an imagination you have. Thank you. And now Lex wants to distract Superman so he can go fiddle around in the Fortress of Solitude, so he releases a kaiju in Metropolis. Extremely rude. So Superman wants to stop this thing without killing it, but then this trio of heroes called the Justice Gang pop in and they just straight up kill the thing. Oh, the Justice Gang, huh? We should have them bicker about their name throughout the whole movie. What? That's one of the funniest things you can do in a superhero movie. That's why Marvel does that so much. Okay, I guess. So the Justice Gang is this Green Lantern, Guy Gardner, and then there's Hawk Girl, and then there's Mr. Terrific, the guy from Shark Tank. No, and so Lex and his goons, they decrypt this.
Okay, I want to show you who is Mr. Terrific. And he is a very popular guy. Mr. Wonderful. That's Mr. Wonderful, man. That's not Mr. Terrific. You go for this guy. This guy is Mr. Wonderful.
Message from Superman's parents, and turns out they wanted him to take over the world, so they broadcast that to Earth. Well, how can they be sure it's not fake? Well, Mr. Terrific tells Superman he knows the guys that verified this, and they're legit. Well, couldn't Lex have bribed or threatened them? Impossible! Get all the way off my back about that! Okay, let me get off of that thing. So then another big monster attacks the city. Oh no, so what does Superman do? He lets the Justice Gang handle it. He's gotta go talk about his feelings. Fair enough. So then he decides to explain himself to the world and reassure everyone he means them no harm. Turn himself in. That works too. And the government gives him to Lex, who shoves him in a prison cell in a pocket universe. How can he keep Superman in a cell? See, Lex also captured this guy Metamorpho who can turn himself into things, so he turns himself into Kryptonite. Why would he do that? Because Lex kidnapped his little baby. Oh my goodness. So they work together, and along with the help of Krypto and Mr. Terrific and Lois, they get out of the pocket universe. Hey, if Lex wants Superman dead, why not just kill him right away with this Kryptonite dude? Well, because then the movie would be over and it's not quite time for that yet. Understandable, carry on. So now frickin' Lex opens an unstable portal to the pocket universe and creates a dimensional rift that starts splitting Metropolis. Oh, those are words. Dangerous words. So Metropolis literally starts getting torn in half. Wow, so tons of people must die. Well, no, because they evacuate the city. Just a city full of people all manage to leave immediately? Yes, but now at the exact same time, that frickin' one nation wants to attack the other one again. Oh man, gonna be tough to deal with both those things at once. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, see, Superman sends Hawkgirl and Guy Gardner and Metamorpho to go handle that over there, because teamwork makes the dream work. What do we call that teamwork? Delegation makes the dream work. There it is. So anyway, then Mr. Terrific manages to close the rift, and Lex admits that he orchestrated this whole thing to make the world hate Superman. A very sneaky bald man. And Lois exposes the truth to the world, so Lex, he's gonna be in big trouble. Wow, well, just goes to show you, billionaires always get held accountable for their sketchy behavior. Well, sounds like a great movie. Yeah, you think? Yeah, I just think it's missing a little bit of hype building for the future of the DCU. I could slap a quick cameo right at the end. That'll do it.
Hi, this is Ryan George from The Thing You Just Watched.
Anyways, I think we should be done with this stream. I don't know when I'm going to stream next, but whenever I do, I hope you're there. Bye.